Hello and welcome. I'm Ellen Sutherland and we're being spiritual. So this week the quote was from my book, from the Contemplation section in my book, At Your Heart's Pace. And it was about how we become blinded by the part of our mind that knows, the I know mind. And how to use contemplation in its stead. Instead of saying, I know, and deciding immediately that you're right, you would pull something into yourself and just be with it and let it work through you, let it work with you. Every time you come to a conclusion or an answer, you let that answer continue on. And that's the idea. But I thought that it might be helpful if I talk a little bit about meditation versus contemplation. Meditation versus contemplation. I think meditation has a profoundly important place in our spiritual life to discipline ourselves, to watch our thoughts, to stand back and watch our thoughts, to reach even moments of deep, profound peace is a very helpful and opening experience, and lifts our consciousness into higher stratas, if you like, of awareness and energetic. So as you know, if our intention is to become realized or enlightened, our focus is to lift ourselves into higher and higher states. So lift ourselves into being peaceful, being joy-filled, being happy, being without grudges, without any of the negative fields of energy. So contemplation, on the other hand, though not as obviously disciplined in that you don't sit down once or twice a day for a specific amount of time, no matter how you're feeling, and do your practice, do your meditation. Contemplation is more ongoing. And contemplation allows you to weave your spiritual self and life into every aspect of your being. If you're in traffic, if you're at work, if you're mowing the lawn, whatever you're doing, shopping, whatever people do, you can be contemplating some aspect of your spiritual focus. You can be contemplating the very abstract ideas of unconditional love, for example, and realize that it, through contemplation, that it is actually a potential in your life. You can contemplate your whole dislike of someone or dislike of yourself, some of the grudges, some of the parts of you that you have that you're less than kind about. You can just kind of bring them up into your awareness and be with them, and instead of shunning them or judging them or deciding that you know pardon me, that you were wrong and so you don't deserve to let that go or to be forgiven, you can actually allow that to kind of move through you. You can allow it to keep, what does that mean? You can allow it to keep coming up and being with it. And like meditation, standing back from it and just letting it be there. Most often what we judge, we either shut the door on it, it's done, that's what it means, it's over, or we shun it or push it away or project it onto other people. Well, contemplation just lets it move through you. It comes up. You might have this yucky feeling, this heavy feeling, this judgmental feeling, and instead of then ending the whole thing or guilt tripping yourself about it, you stand away from it, just allow it to be there, move through. So meditation has a wonderful place, and I encourage that kind of spiritual discipline and the whole understanding of realizing the peace that deep and profound meditation can bring you. Even nanoseconds of that peace shifts and changes your consciousness. At the same time, contemplation is a very powerful way to be spiritual, to live your spirituality. It's not something, the meditation or in Reiki practice, we give ourselves a Reiki treatment every day. It's not something you just stand up from and then get on with your life. In contemplation, you're always moving through the issue or the understanding or the wonderful saying or whatever it happens to be, the concept. You always move it through you. It's with you until such time as you reach a place of peace with it. So I hope that's understanding. And I understand this is what my work is, that sometimes it's really tough to let go of the past. I've had bazillions of things to let go of because of how I lived my life. It wasn't very wise. I didn't start out very wise, let me tell you. And so I have a lot of compassion for the times when we get stuck in forgiveness issues, and that's part of my work. Please check it out on my site, ellensutherland.com, and or write to me in the blog, and maybe there are some areas that you're looking for a perspective that I might be able to offer. So I look forward to hearing from you, and peace to you.